I accidentally started it, so we've started.
Watch.
Well, a very good afternoon, everybody. This is a Gulf Harbour Radio on this 4th of July, and I hope all of you Americans out there listening enjoyed your national anthem. I spent a lot of time today trying to work out a good one with the voice with it, but excuse the rattling noise in the background. David's having candy. But anyway, I just couldn't find a good one, and I thought, well, it's better for you to have an instrumental one, and then you can sing along and not have to go into the flights of fancy that some of these singers do when they are at big ball games and the like. Anyway, happy 4th of July from Gulf Harbour Radio, ZMH 286. Patricia and David, who have got nothing much to talk about tonight, except David has a bit of weather, because it's that time of the year now when there's not an awful lot going on. Most people are where they want to go. Half a dozen boats are at Minerva, and according to Pogean, it's about 20% cloud cover. 17 knots from the east, so that's down a little bit, but the swell outside looks to be still about 3 metres. 1020 on the bar. So I'm sure you're enjoying life there. And instead of having, what is the usual fare for Thanksgiving Day in America? Probably barbecues and the like. But anyway, you'll be having lobster probably. Here we have had absolutely every sort of weather today. It wasn't meant to be good, but this morning was dry and actually sunny. So a good day to get organised on things outside. And I went for a very long hike. And everybody was making the most of the dry weather. The ground is very damp because we have had lots of rain. But everyone was out there mowing lawns and trimming trees and the like today. Then it just turned cloudy. And then a big black cloud came and then poured with rain this afternoon after I got back, I might add. And now we have 18 degrees still, got up to 19, 1011 on the bar. 5 knots of northerly now and 25%, might be a bit more than that now, 30% cloud cover. So that's what it is here. Just the news from yesterday, Breeze 2 came into Vunda, and I didn't realise that people at Vunda really do welcome you. They had about half a dozen people singing and playing music to welcome them into the dock. It was looked really cool. So that was a nice welcome. And one more boat is leaving here this weekend, Andiamo. And there's a British boat left today. I can't remember what the name of it is. Andiamo is looking to leave on Sunday. Don't think David's concerned about anything en route there. I'll check with him. Oh, he's going to talk about it. All righty. So is there... Oh, here's Michael on air. So there we go. That's about it from news from me. Is there anybody wanting to join us? Please call. Y2K, good evening, buonasera to Max and Ali. You'll be enjoying a lot warmer weather than us. Go ahead, Max, it's a good signal tonight.
Yeah, you have a good signal as well. You are 5 by 9 plus 10 sometimes, so very good and strong. Oh, here we are at the top of the Yanawa, on the Yazawa Irara is the name of the village where we are from. It's a stunning place. Probably the best place so far in Fiji because this beach is so long that you can walk for probably 2 or 3 kilometers without stopping. So very, very nice. Piccolo Shore is great. We visited the school and this weekend, last week they celebrate the week against drug, bullying and violence on the school. So quite very interesting. Over.
Yeah, I didn't quite, there was a bit of a cutout there. I think it's the internet. Might go back to just listening on the radio. But what was the celebration? It was a school thing. Over.
Say again.
What was the celebration all about? I missed that. Over.
They celebrate as they march all around the village against violence in school, against drug, against alcohol and bullying. Over.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Okay. Well, that sounds all very interesting. And just for those others who are listening, Y2K is up the northern Yosawa island. Sounds absolutely lovely being able to walk 2 to 3 Ks along Sandy Beach, which I bet there's not too many people around. How many people in the anchorage where you are? How many other boats are there, Max? Over.
Tonight we're quite crowded. It's 5 boats, so I'm joking, not so many. But we tonight all of us, all the 5 boats will be ashore eating a Fijian, typical Fijian dinner ashore. Over.
Oh, goodness gracious. So all 5 boats are heading ashore to eat Fijian style. I wonder if they cook in the ground like the Maori do.
I think they do.
You think they do? David said they thinks they do. Oh, that sounds interesting. And I presume you all are taking a bit of a potluck in there, or are you just maybe just eating Fijian style? Well, it sounds very social and very nice. Actually, there are 6 boats in Minerva, so they're pretty crowded too. Hi. All right. Well, good signal, and I better not hold you up from going ashore. It's mosquito time, though, at this time of night, so be careful there and take precautions. And I shall pass the microphone now to David to tell us what the weather is going to be over the next few days. And don't forget, everybody, we will not be on, because there's hardly anybody listening, we will not be on Saturday and Sunday. Here's David.
Alrighty. Hello to all our listeners tonight. All of you know about the depression over New Zealand. We've been talking about it all week, and it certainly is here. I can tell you, it's not that often that I could count over 7 frontal bands and troughs over the entire country. In short, the weather is a mess, totally a mess here. And I'm sure NDMO is keeping track of all of this as they're primed, ready to make their break to the Minervas. It looks like we'll see the wind shift late Saturday here in New Zealand, late Saturday into Sunday. Northwesterlies around 25 knots, shifting to southwesterlies or southerlies, and we'll call that about 20 knots on Sunday, and southeasterlies on Monday. Now by Tuesday at 30 south, very light air, probably a motor, and southeast breezes. That's about all we're going to get out of that. The week high is sitting right there, so not much to work with, I'm afraid. Easterlies by the 9th at 27 south, and the ETA, Andy Ammo's ETA of the 11th, looks pretty lucky. Light easterlies, so we'll see how this shakes out. So good luck to them on their departure. Jumping to Minerva, the front that we forecasted for Sunday the 6th looks to be on target. Late Saturday, the 5th, north to northwest winds precede the front and feed it with nice, warm, juicy, moist air. Then a wind shift. You know, I can hardly talk after I had the tooth business. I hate dentists. Anyway, so we'll see a wind shift to the southwest as the axis passes the Minervas. So fortunately, I don't see much air in the system, so all good there. Another jump to Fiji now for tomorrow's weather. We've got a strong wind warning remains in force for all Fiji waters, so we could expect southeast winds about 20 to 25 knots, and for Sunday, east to southeast winds 15 to 20 knots. And moving over to Tonga, a strong wind warning is also in force for all Tongan waters. Now for the Minervas, east to northeast winds about 10 to 15, rising 20 to 25 knots at times. Lighter Sunday, east to northeast about 10 to 15 knots, and an easterly swell, maybe 2.5 meters. So we'll see what happens there. And that's about it for me. I can't actually talk much more. So I'm giving this to the chief.
Well, it sounds like Andy Armo might have to get his two boys doing some work on spinnaker handling. That will be a good change for them. And on his message on the streaming, he put a firecracker. I'd forgotten about the fact that in America when we were there, they have wonderful just fireworks displays, and I used to go, this is before I met David, down to the sort of the local government area, and you'd sit and picnic with your friends, and it was lovely, and then they'd have the fireworks, and they were pretty spectacular, that's for sure. All right, so I think with the day tomorrow, Andy Armo crew might be practicing their drill on the spinnaker. Apart from that, is there anybody wanting to join us? Please call. No, nothing heard from Minerva tonight. Maybe they're doing what they're doing up there in the Yasawas and having a gathering on, talking about tide, so maybe it's low tide up there, but it certainly wasn't low tide here today because I got a bit stuck trying to get home. There's one part that I have to clamber over rocks to get back on the trail, and I don't do that at my advanced years now because the surf, it was crashing. In fact, there were a couple of windsurfers trying to get back ashore, and they had sort of given up. They were sitting and waiting there. I think they might be still there because it was really crashing against the rock ledges that I would otherwise have been on to get back again. So anyway, they might be all out tonight. Okay, folks, we will be back again on Monday, and we'll see, hopefully, Andy I haven't checked, but I think they've got an AIS, so we'll be able to keep track of them from Sunday onwards. That's about it from us. I think you'll all be out celebrating tonight if you're American, and probably if they'd known at the time what was going on in America now, Britain was probably quite keen to let you have your independence. Cheers all. This is Gulf Harbour Radio. We're clear. The frequency's yours. Hello, Phil. I hear you're a very sneaky, talented crayfish finder. Over.
Yeah, the gods were in my favor the other night. Over.
Yeah, well, that's a good skill to have at Minerva, that's for sure. So, how's everything going, other than the fact that you'll probably be getting sick of crayfish now and looking for different recipes? Over.
Yeah, right. The reason I can't is easy trying to follow you. Did you hear him calling? Over?
No, I'll just go back to my home radio antenna. Try again, Andy. Over. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I've got you really well on the home antenna, but not on the other one. That's really, really interesting. My home antenna is a vertical. Those that know about radio could probably explain it all to me. But the other one that I get at Kaio is on a dipole, and you were not coming through on that, but I've got you pretty well, strength 4 on this one. How's everything with you, Andy? Over.
It's good. I was in the good Saturday, Sunday, and it's fun to Monday to go to South.
Okay, well, you probably heard the weather departing Sunday, Monday to Savu from Minerva.
I thought he was staying there a couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
David thought you were staying there for ages. You must be getting sick of crayfish or getting sick of the strong trades, one of the two. So anyway, I think he's going to have another quick look at specifically Minerva, leaving Minerva and heading to Savu. Just,
When's you going?
can you just confirm, was it Sunday or Monday? Over. Yeah, I missed it. Are you going to leave Sunday or Monday? I just didn't quite catch that. Over. Okay, Sunday. Stand by.
That's fine.
Should be fine?
Yeah.
Yep, no, he says should be fine for departure on Sunday. Yeah.
Fresh wind.
Fresh winds. So that's good for speed. Certainly we'll get you there to check in at the weekday, work day week, or whatever they call what they do. All right, we'll talk to you on Monday then, Andy. Over. Yep, thank you. I'm not sure whether it's going to be stable weather here, but anyway, it's winter, so not too bad. And whilst we're getting these northerlies from you guys up in the tropics, we don't mind because it's a lot warmer than otherwise. So we can handle northerlies rather well. Thanks for Phil for telling us that Andy was there. And this is interesting because usually I don't bother. I just listen via the remote, but just goes to show I feel like a bit of a one-arm paper hanger though, because I have to juggle from one to the other. So that's about it, folks. Cheers, everybody, and we'll be back on Monday. Gulf Harbour Radio clear. Actually, there's somebody else there, I think. Is there anybody else there? I might need a relay. Oh, Mintaka. Yeah, I see that you've joined the North Minervans. So, yeah, but you did have quite a light signal when we were talking to you on Passage, Mark. So, yeah, interesting. All right, try and pick you up. Mintaka, Gulf Harbour Radio. Yeah, there's so much noise on that one. I'm sorry to be a pain, but I'm going to ask you to repeat that. I'm back on the other antenna because my antenna picks up a lot of noise. So try again, Mark. Over. Oh, okay. Departing Sunday morning as well. Looks like there's going to be a real clean out. Might have to issue tickets to get through the pass on Sunday morning.
Where? Port Vila?
Yeah, and we heard you say Port Vila. Port Vila. Could you just confirm that over?
We're going straight to Port Vila, and it will be Monday morning, not Sunday.
Okay, got it. I'll just make a note of that. So, Lantaka Monday morning, Monday to Port Vila. Well, that's an interesting route. We haven't had that one for a while. But you obviously wanted to check out Minerva, and hope you've got the very important crayfish in the pot there.
What's the ETA?
Yeah, David wants to know what your ETA, if you leave Monday morning, what would be your ETA at Port Vila? Over.
Well, it's about a week. The first half of that, so I'm guessing the following Monday will be 11th or 9 weeks.
Okay, so it will take you a week, so arrival the following week on the Monday. Okay, everyone's working out good timing for getting people. Not that they have. Well, they didn't used to have penalties for arriving in the weekend and hanging fire till Monday. Not like Fiji.
Might be the arrival of the fall.
Yeah, David is just mentioning that it might be the arrival of a frontal band. It doesn't look a horrible one, but it might be the arrival of a frontal band on Monday. But of course, it is.
It's too far away.
It's too far away to be really sensible in forecasting that. So we'll keep you updated on that on the way, and we'll talk again about it on Monday and during the week. So, all right, enjoy your last weekend at Minerva, and at least you've got to see both of them. So that was interesting. So we'll clear with you both, and we'll leave everybody in peace for a good weekend. Cheers, everybody.